Hi and welcome. I am so glad that you're here because in this video today, I'm going to be sharing 5 reasons why making good friends in high school is so hard. So the first thing that you need to consider is, are you too trusting? Yeah, it might seem a little strange, but one of the things that I find happens over and over again is that they're too quick to trust the other person. They want that deep lasting bond. They want their best friend forever, and they want to jump through all those steps that it takes to reach that level of friendship. Friendships take time and energy, and it's kind of like climbing a ladder. You're not going to be able to jump up. You might be able to hop over a few of the steps, but you're definitely not going to be able to skip all the steps on the ladder to get to your destination. The same is true for good friends. They take time and energy, and they taking one step on that ladder at a time to build a good, solid friendship together. So it's important to consider, is this person friend-worthy? Before you start sharing your deepest, darkest secrets, I would try and see, have they proven themselves trustworthy with things that you don't necessarily care about? Like if you say something offhanded about like, oh my gosh, that math problem was so difficult. Are they talking about that to other people? Like, oh my gosh, like Mallory is so bad at math. Like if they're already doing that, or they're talking badly about other people in their friend group, you can expect that they're probably not going to be able to be trusted with your information that you share with them. So you need to build some stability in that friendship before you can just openly trust them. Now, on the flip side of that, you don't want to be too untrusting. You want to give people an opportunity to build that friendship and capacity. So somebody who is not trusting enough won't share anything about themselves. They'll only hear what the other person has to say. They hardly ever share their own opinion about things because they're just not sure that they can trust the other person. So the only way to know if you can trust somebody is to give them an opportunity to prove their trustworthiness to you. I would highly recommend that you try this with something very low grade that isn't going to be hurtful or damaging to your self-confidence or self-esteem, and go from there. Also, look for warning signs if they are talking positively or badly about others, if they are quick to judge or consider other viewpoints. These are all really great things to consider when you're building a friendship with somebody. So one of the things that I hear over and over again from my clients about what makes it so difficult to find good friends is that it is hella awkward. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be awkward. Like, you just gotta know it and accept it and roll with it the best that you can. Having good, healthy coping skills and strategies can help you hang in there through the awkwardness of building a friendship with somebody or finding and making good friends with others. To expect that it will not be uncomfortable and that it won't be awkward is just unrealistic. It's going to be awkward because you guys are still figuring things out. And part of this is because when you are a young child, many of your friends from a young age were friends of circumstance. So what I mean is that you probably were friends with somebody who your parents and their parents were friends, and so you had a lot of just opportunity and circumstance to spend time together. Maybe you had friends because you were in the same classroom together. Maybe you were friends because you were in the same sports team or dance club together. These are friendships of circumstance. They're not necessarily friendships of your choosing. When you are choosing friendships, which you have more of an opportunity to practice and develop as a teenager in high school, there's a little more risk and vulnerability involved because you can't always control that the other person is going to be receptive or desiring of your friendship. That doesn't mean that you are not a good person to be a friend with. It might just be that they're not in a position where they have the capacity or ability to engage in that level of friendship with you. Or perhaps they're not feeling confident in themselves to be in a good friendship. So make sure that you don't get locked into a story here that it's all your fault or that it's got to be perfect and fit well from the beginning. It's gonna be awkward. It's just part of life, especially when you're a teenager and all of this stuff is new for you and the other teens around you. Once you've acknowledged and accepted that making good friends is going to be awkward, one of the other things that you need to consider that can make it really difficult to find good friends in high school is you gotta make sure that you listen to the other person. Sometimes when we're feeling really anxious or excited or nervous, well, we have a lot of energy built up, and because of that, we just feel this pressure. So sometimes we just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and we forget to pause, take a breath, and hear the other person's answers and responses. So make sure that you are asking questions and then giving them an opportunity to pause, think, and share what their response is going to be. Also, if you are sharing a story and they want to share something about their experience too, it's totally okay to take a pause from your story, hear what they have to say, and then also let them know, hey, I have a little bit more to say about my story too. Which leads me right into the 5th reason about why it can be so difficult to make good friends in high school. And it's because you also have to speak up. So if you do not speak up and share your values, your interests, what's important to you, and you are showing up thinking this is how I have to be in order for this person to like me, that's not going to be genuine and authentic. And then when you do start to speak up and be yourself and get a little more comfortable, they might be a little shocked or possibly even upset that you haven't been honest about who you are from the start with them. I know how difficult it can be to speak up for yourself, which is why I created a program just for teens about how you can learn how to speak your truth. In this program, I share several different communication strategies and how to get clear on what it is that you want to say and how to get people to take you seriously when you say it. When you speak up and share your truth with others about who you are, what you believe, what you stand for, you call in people who are going to honor and respect that, and you're going to disqualify people who aren't. Because the thing is, if somebody cannot respectfully agree or disagree or have a meaningful conversation with you, things that are really important to you, it's gonna be stressful to maintain that level of friendship when you really need people in your corner, just like you would be for them. So now that you know the reasons why making friends can be so difficult in high school, I highly encourage you to watch the video on your screen right over here where I'm sharing the 4 secrets to healthy relationships that all teenagers need to know. I hope that you found the information in this video useful and helpful, and if you did, please share it. You never know who you could be helping. Thanks for watching.